Hey everybody, welcome to Cooking with James. I'm your host James. Today, another simple and delicious cook. We are going to be doing a broccoli cheddar soup in the Ninja Speedy. This is so good. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Make sure to hit the bell for notifications so you're notified when my future videos come out. Let's go ahead and get into the cook. Alright, so first I'm going to show you just what you are going to need to make this, just so you know that you have everything. So I've got 8 ounces of shredded medium cheddar cheese, 4 tablespoons of butter or half a stick of butter. I've got, this is diced up onions. It's half of a medium-sized white onion. We're going to be using 2 cups of half and half, 4 garlic cloves minced up, 4 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, 2 cups of chicken stock, and of course you're going to have broccoli, and this is optional, but we'll be adding some carrots in here too. That's optional, but those are the ingredients that you need. We'll also be using some pepper and salt to season it up, but let's go ahead and get all this stuff prepped up. Okay, so actually everything is already prepped. What I was showing you is already cut and diced everything. I just wanted to show you the carrots, what I'm going to do with the carrots, and then the broccoli as well. So this is like, pretty much 1 large head of broccoli together, so 2 small ones or whatever. So with the broccoli, now you can cut these however you like, but just go down the back, cut it off, and that's going to leave all your broccoli here. Now, if you want to leave them in chunks like this, feel free to, but I'm going to make mine, that floor there is a third, actually maybe even a little smaller. Oh, here we go, perfect size. So this is the size that I'll be making my broccoli. So, but you can do whatever you want. Now the carrots, I got baby carrots. Now you can cut these however you want too. But with these, I'll just cut these into thirds like this. If you want, you can shred them if you like it better that way, or you don't even have to add carrots at all. So all the prepping is done. Let's go ahead and get to cooking. Alright, so now we're at the Ninja. The unit is not on. We're going to open the top here. We will not be using the roaster rack at all, so it's just the pan itself. And we'll go ahead and turn the unit on. And we want to be over here on the air fry side because we are going to be using the sear and saute function. We're going to put it on high, press start, and actually throw our 4 tablespoons of butter in there and let that melt. Okay, so the butter is all melted. Now we're going to take our onions, dump all of our onions in there, and then go ahead and stir these around and saute these for about 4 minutes until they start to become translucent. Alright, so it's been about 4 minutes and the onions are translucent. Now we want to add our garlic. Add all of your garlic in and saute that for about 1 minute. Alright, so after a minute, number 1, your house is going to be smelling absolutely amazing. But from here, we're going to add our flour. Just add it all. And here, once you add it, start stirring. Do not stop or slow down until all of this flour is completely mixed. So you can't see the flour anymore. It might take a couple of minutes. Alright, so it's just been a couple of minutes. Now you got kind of this paste. Now we're going to go in with our chicken stock, and we're not going to add it all at once. About a half a cup at a time. About there. And then you want to stir until pretty much all that chicken broth is gone. Alright, now we're going to add another half a cup. And same thing. So repeat this process until you have used all of your whole 2 cups of chicken broth. Alright, so after you've added all your chicken broth, you should have a nice creamy sauce as your base. Make sure there's no extra flour or anything. All the flour should be absolutely dissolved. I mean, you'll have chunks of onion, but the consistency should be just like that. Perfect. Now from here, we are going to add our broccoli and our carrots. We're going to add all of that in there. Perfect. Give it a quick stir. Just a little stir. Mix it up just a little bit there. That's fine. And now we are going to close the lid. Now keep in mind, we are still on the sear and saute on high. We're not going to be using any other function. So we're going to close the top on this and give it about 10 minutes to simmer. We'll be right back. Okay, this has been simmering for 10 minutes. Now what you want to do is open this up and you want to stir a little. There we go, that's perfect. And at this point right here in the cook, just taste your broccoli to see if it's, because some people like it really, really soft, some people like it with some crunch, but just take a piece of broccoli and give it a taste and see what you think. So I'm going to taste this. All right, almost done, like I figured. So with that being said, you might like it at that consistency or that taste of the broccoli, but we're going to close this for probably about 4 or 5 more minutes. We'll see you then. All right, so it's been 5 minutes. We're going to open the top here. And once again, you can check the broccoli to see if it's exactly how you like it. If it's not, you can close it, but I already know that this is good for me, so we'll give this just a quick stir. And now we're going to add our 2 cups of half and half. So go in with all that. Now here, go ahead and add some, and you can add the pepper on the last step, salt and pepper if you want. I just add it here. So we're going to add about a teaspoon or so of pepper, fresh black pepper, and then about a teaspoon of salt as well. We'll get that in there, and then we'll give this all a good stir. And what we're going to do is leave the top open. We're not going to close it again. We're going to leave it open, and we're going to, and remember, we're still on sear and saute on high. We haven't even changed the setting once at all. So here, we just want to let this sit for probably, 2 or 3 minutes. Just let it come to a very low simmer, and then we'll take you to the next step. Okay, it's actually been just a little over a minute, and it came right to that little, if you can see the little slow or low simmer. Now we've got our cheese. I'm going to dump all the cheese in there, and we're going to stir all this up and just stir it until all that cheese has melted and dissolved into the soup. We'll see you in a minute. Okay, so we stirred. It probably took a couple of minutes to get all the cheese melted and everything in there. Obviously, you can see the color has changed. Now it's a little more yellow. So from here, I'm going to go ahead and just turn the unit off. I'm just going to let it sit for a few minutes. You don't have to. I'm going to let it sit for a few minutes. We're going to make a bowl, take a close-up look at how hearty and delicious this is. We'll see you in a minute. All right, so here's what we ended up with. This soup is, oh, it's so good. Honestly, I can't even believe I haven't done a video. I eat this all the time. I don't know why I haven't done a video, but anyway, so let's give it a bite. First of all, the, oh my gosh, it's still really, really hot, but just an absolutely perfect cook. So I'm gonna give it a bite and let you know, does it have my approval? Absolutely so good. So what I do, here's another tip for you guys for the Ninja. When the soup is done, you can put it on slow cook, and there's a function, and it's called buffet. So you got high, low, and there's one under it called buffet, and it just keeps it warm. Because I know this soup won't last for a day. So I'm gonna eat a bowl, and then I know somebody else is gonna come in and eat a bowl, and it's not worth putting in the fridge because it's not gonna last that long. So anyway, definitely give it a shot, but don't go anywhere. I'll meet you up top. I got some words to say. All right, so we're finished with the cook, and what I got to say, just a couple of quick takeaways, things that are super important for this cook to be successful. One, after you're adding your flour, once you add that flour, you stir and you do not stop until all the flour is gone. And then second, when you go in with your chicken broth, you do not add all your chicken broth at once, maybe about a half a cup or so at a time. Stir, let it heat up, half a cup, stir, let it heat up until all your chicken broth is gone. And then you'll have that nice creamy base. And the last thing is, after about 10 minutes or so, just check your broccoli to see if it's how you like it. So like I said, some people like it a little crunchier, some people like it soft, some people like it mushy. I'm kind of in between. I like a little crunch, and this gives you a little bit of crunch, but it's cooked perfectly. So yeah, that's how you do broccoli cheddar soup in the Ninja Speedi. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Make sure to hit that bell for notifications so you can get my future videos. Please give a thumbs up, drop an awesome comment. With that being said, we'll catch you in the next cook. Thanks for watching.